Hey YouTube, how's it going? Just wanted to come on here real quick, kind of give you all a video explaining some things about the oil field, because I know a lot of people are trying to get in the oil field. Currently a boom, or the ramp up towards a boom out here in West Texas. Everyone's excited about it. People are cautious, some hesitant to come out here. A lot of people don't know what to expect. Some of you young guys, you're just now old enough to get out here to where companies are going to hire you for insurance purposes. You know, this will be your first boom. Some of you older guys that have been through a boom or two, you know, y'all know, y'all remember the downturns. So no one really wants to come out here because they don't know what to expect yet. They don't know what to expect of West Texas. And if you haven't worked in West Texas before, you know, I'll let you in on a little information. You know, this is my first time being out here in West Texas. I've been out here, I guess, the start of this time around. Got out here in July of 2017. It's not horrible. Definitely been through some better booms. You know, this last time around before the downturn, I worked up in Colorado for a company out there, and they aside from the cold, it was nice out there, working out there. Definitely some nice locals, nice places to see, obviously, you know, great place. I met some great people, made some good friends, made a lot of money. That one was nice. Every now and then I had to go up to Wyoming, North Dakota one time, left there as soon as I could. Worked a few jobs in South Texas, been down there in the Eagle Ford Shale. Now I'm out here in West Texas, and this is, man, it's a mixed bag out here. I mean, this place is incredibly overpopulated. There's a lot of traffic. Housing is hard to come by. You find yourself a nice little RV spot, you're going to pay anywhere from $400 to $600, and that's a good price. There's some that are going for more. Hotels are through the roof. If you're lucky enough to get on with a company that provides housing, that'd be the best way to go about it. If not, there's other options. There's other ways to go about it. People get campers. People, you know, they buy a camper, an RV, they find a spot, they get hooked up with water and power, and that's one way to do it if you're working in one specific area. But this is Texas. First off, you know, you're driving good ways to get anywhere anyway. Now, West Texas out here, these jobs, you could be, you know, 2 hours away from your certain location, and if you're driving 2 hours back and forth, you know, before your shift and after your shift, you're putting in a lot of hours in the day. Personally, I don't like to work like that. Back in Colorado, and you know, the company I work for, they provided apartments and company vehicles and fuel cards and all of that. That's nice, you know, they paid for our drive time, but there were some locations where we were driving 2.5 hours one way. So at the end of the day, you're looking at a 17-hour shift. Makes for some good paychecks, but it takes a toll on you. Out here in West Texas, currently where I'm at, I'm about a half an hour away from the campsite. And that's about how I like to keep it. About a half an hour away from the job site. Hell, I've slept on job sites, you know, I'll sleep in my truck, you know, and that's something that some people are doing out here because the pay hasn't caught up with the cost of living out here. Even though you're making good money, you don't want to spend it all on a hotel, on housing, you know, and you don't want to pay $1,000 to rent out somebody's room in their house. You know, those aren't ideal situations. So, that's definitely one of the biggest downturns or downsides to the West Texas oil field right now. But man, there is no shortage of work out here. You know, for entry-level hands, y'all want to come out here. There's obviously the big companies that are hiring, and you know, it's hard to find hands. They're so busy and they can't find hands that they have most, not all of them, but some of them have gotten a little lax on their requirements. Most of them taking no oil field experience at all, and some even have done away with that CDL as a requirement. You know, for equipment operators working for the big companies, fracking, used to be the very minimum you needed a CDL in order to, you know, drive a truck, and they'd hire you and teach you everything else. And at this point, most of these companies, and I know because all of these companies have reached out to me with offers, and they've tried to hire me as equipment operators out here. And you know, one of their points is that, you know, they're sending people to CDL school shortly after hiring on. I think it's some are doing 3 months, some are doing 6 months of being employed. So, you know, you put in a little bit of time, and then afterwards they'll send you to CDL school, and they'll pay for it, pay you while you're there doing that training. I think it's, you know, a few weeks. And that's a good option to go with. You know, these are entry-level jobs, and you're still looking at making around $100,000 a year. I'm not sure of what other industry you could get into that's going to pay that much right now. So that's definitely a big plus. You know, everyone's hiring right now. There is no shortage of work, and for experienced hands, you guys that are hesitant, you know, y'all know what the last downturn was like, because I went through it too. You know, and I kind of put myself in a position to be okay. You know, I've got other skills. I'm a welder by trade prior to being in the oil field, and I welded a little bit. Hell, I even sold cars for a minute before coming back out here because I was hesitant. You know, I figured I'd try and do that, stay home. But when you can make this kind of money out here in this short amount of time, and your body can physically do the work, and you can stand to be away from your family, your friends, your home, whatever it is that's keeping you wherever you are, if you can be away from them and make your way out here to West Texas, there's money to be made. There's plenty of opportunity. That's something that you have to figure out for yourself, you know, and that's everybody. But I just want to let y'all know that there is plenty of work out here. There is plenty of options for you, depending on what it is that you want to do. Plenty of money to be made. You can move on up if you make a good hand, you know. You know, the downsides being overpopulation, overcrowding, traffic, high cost of living. Man, it's hard to find a parking spot at the Walmart. It's hard to find an open washer and dryer at the laundromat. You know, you're waiting 20 minutes for food in a drive-thru. You know, it's a little ridiculous, but those are some small downsides to the big, obviously the big plus side, which is the kind of money that you can make out here. You know, and I mean, that's about all there is to it. You know, you just have to decide if it's worth it for you. But personally, I believe it's worth it. For me, at least, you know. This wolf camp formation that is currently the big thing in West Texas right now, you know, they predicted 7 years of work when they got into it. Well, by my count, they started working on it a year and a half ago. So we're looking at another 5.5 years of this. You know, I can set myself up for retirement doing this. And that's just something that you have to figure out if it's worth it for you. I've been in it for nearly a year this go around. Like I said, I got into it a little late because I wanted to see what was going on. And I came out here and oil prices were $45 a barrel. And this morning, they were over 70 WTI. So that's where we're at. It's predicting to get higher. So we'll see how things go. But for right now, it's worth it for me. You got to figure out if it's worth it for you. Figure out if the trade-off's worth it. Hell, for a single guy, you come out here and make yourself a killing. Get yourself set up and go back home once it's over with. You'll be set up nice. So just be smart and be safe. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I know a few companies that might be looking for some hands. I could probably point y'all in the right direction. Shoot me a message. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what it is that y'all want to know. You know, the areas that are busy. You know, the good spots to try and find housing. things like that. If y'all have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to help. I'm out here anyway. The job I'm on is currently down right now, so I've got a little bit of downtime. I'm gonna finish up this video and catch me a nap before we get back into it. But like I said, be safe, be smart, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you.